Did you ever have a crush on any of your teachers?
This is embarrassing. I did have crushes on girls in my school, like in my grade.
But not your teachers. I thought you were going to say, this is embarrassing. I still have crushes on my teachers, and most of them are dead. Hey guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great pre-holiday season. I mean, we're in the thick of the holidays. I had a great weekend in Northern California with my boy Sal Volcano. Check out Sal and Practical Jokers Season 9 returns, I believe, in February. So fun. Sacramento, San Jose, and Santa Rosa. We did it. It was awesome. Thanks to everyone that came out. Shows were great. Clips coming. Sal is a beast. He'll probably be shooting his special soon. The guy's hilarious on and off the stage, and I love him to death. So follow Sal and go see him live whenever you get a chance. That's him texting me right now. The shows were a freaking blast. Thanks to everyone who came out. I'll be back in San Francisco March 1st through the 4th at the Punchline, and in Sacramento at the Punchline June 8th through the 10th. All those tour dates at adamraycomedy.com. This weekend I'll be in Portland, Oregon at Helium Comedy Club. Thursday and Friday, the 22nd and 23rd. 3 shows over those 2 nights. Tickets at adamraycomedy.com. Come out and see your boy. And then, of course, Vegas, December 29th through January 1st. New Year's in Vegas. Come out and see me. So much new material. So much fun to be had. I can't wait to see you guys. And, of course, the 2023 Jokes for People tour. Shit ton of dates on my website, adamraycomedy.com. We got Chicago, San Diego, Seattle, Dallas, West Palm Beach, Phoenix, Detroit, Baltimore, Batavia, Illinois, and January 4th through the 7th in Minnesota at Acme Comedy Company. I love that club. Come out and see me January 4th through the 7th, Minnesota. Today's episode is a banger. My boy Rick Glassman from the Take Your Shoes Off podcast. It's my favorite pod. I've been on it like 15 times. He's also the star of Amazon's As We See It, which won a bunch of awards. Check that out. Follow Rick on Instagram at Rick Glassman. But he's one of my best buds, and whether I'm on Tyso or he's on ALN, it's so fun. Riff City. We're comfy. We love each other. We respect each other. That was a weird thing for me to say, but we do. And it shows, I think, you know? What I mean by we respect each other is we can bust each other's balls, and we just don't take it personally. And that's a fun dynamic to have with someone that you truly enjoy their presence in comedy. So enjoy this episode. We got a bunch of great episodes coming up. Seattle Seahawks wide receiver Doug Baldwin, Adam Devine, Wayne Brady. And then 2023 will be a lot of new fun surprises. So stay tuned. Of course, Young Rock, NBC, Friday nights. Check that out. Welcome to Chippendales has a few more episodes left, streaming on Hulu Tuesday nights. Get your merch at adamraycomedy.com for the holiday season. And again, come out and see me on the road before I shoot my special, adamraycomedy.com for all those tour dates. I love you guys. Thanks for subscribing. YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, do it all. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your lovers, and enjoy a brand new episode of the About Last Night podcast with the one and only Rick Glassman.
Hey, it's Herbert. And you're listening to the About Last Night podcast, you slippery little son of a bitch.
About last night.
Great, bring him in. Careful. Oh, dear God. Are you guys going to make out?
This is it. All right, thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Mo.
Mo.
You can go back in, you can go back into the cage.
Thank you.
Mo, ladies and gentlemen. Our one-stop shop for do-it-all. Oh, is this like Hook with headphones?
Where are the headphones?
Do we have headphones? We don't. Oh, no headphones.
What? We'll be right back.
No headphones, no. We're keeping it here.
Saying it is. It's your show.
First of all, great to see you. I'd like to see the back of you, because when you walked in, I go, great bomber. Looks a little big, not going to lie, but I think you like your clothes baggy, no?
I like my women like I like, like I like my women. What can I say?
Baggy. And you like your music like Shaggy, Con Air. From the original production.
Yeah. This is what they wore on the plane in between takes when it was so cold.
Prove it. Damn, Nick Cage, cool jacket. Why do you make airplane noises in between takes?
Let's keep him warm. I'm Nick Cage.
No.
I'm keeping warm.
Not even close.
My daddy's coming home July 14th. My birthday's July 14th. I'm going to see my daddy for the first time ever on July 14th. Another move and the bunny gets it.
Is that a Nick Cage movie?
Con Air. All right, let's get into it. Let's be serious.
Yahoo serious.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Oh,
Hope
thanks,
your wife knows she's got to play it for life, and that's no bullshit. And I knew we grew apart. You probably don't remember. I used to feed for your sister.
You used to feed for my sister?
Yeah, but never went up in her.
Do you ever do do you ever get to the end of a rap and go, I got nothing? Or do you always, even when it's insanity, you're like, I got a plan here? I still feel a little drunk from last night.
Were you drinking?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
no. Sorry, see? Coming in hot.
Did you prepare for this?
Yeah, I got a whole thing of things to say. Avatar.
Thing of
thoughts?
things. Isn't that something in like Christmas, like King of Kings? I'm thinking King of Kings.
Well, let's start with that. LeBron James.
King of Kings.
Although I did just see somebody post that Christmas, there was a Hallmark Christmas movie called The Jew Who Didn't Do It. Let me ask you this. How come there's no sit?
Taking off my big jacket.
Great, then sit.
Okay.
How come there's no Jewish
all right.
How come there's no Jewish Hallmark Christmas movies?
There's Mensch on a Bench.
That's not real.
Yeah. Elf on a Shelf is a thing. And then on Shark Tank, the guy came in and got a deal for Bench on a Bench. And they have like videos and stuff.
I'd buy that.
Well, go to mentionabench.com/Seattle. And,
wait, but what would you
pay double.
Do you watch those movies when you go home to the holidays with your family in Cleveland? Do they like to rally around the tube and watch those?
No, my mom watches them sometimes. My mom's always in the other room watching stuff, so I'll go in the middle of a Hallmark movie. My grandma likes them.
She does, yeah.
No.
Oh. What is your mom watching during the holidays? Shout out to Debbie Glassman. We'll
Castle and Andy Griffith and CSI.
The Christmas episodes?
And the Hearts. What's the show?
Heart to Heart?
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Maybe.
The Kevin Hart special?
That's what I'm thinking of.
Do you...
No titty ass heaven, bitch!
Is that a Kevin Hart joke?
It's such a fun... I don't remember what special it was. Yeah, we was talking about how like... he had a problem with his teacher, and the mom didn't like the way the teacher was talking to Kevin, and I think Kevin's mom gave him maybe some false confidence to stand up for himself.
Okay.
So he felt invincible, and he's like, yeah, bitch, no nipple, titty heaven, bitch. Or I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
That's funny, though.
Man.
Did you ever have a crush on any of your teachers?
This is embarrassing. I did have crushes on girls in my school, like in my grade.
But not your teachers. I thought you were going to say, this is embarrassing. I still have crushes on my teachers, and most of them are dead.
Adam's Family. Are you watching Wednesday?
Great.
So yes?
Yes.
I thought you were saying great call with the snaps, but no.
I enjoy it. I think that, look, I was a big fan of the original, and not just because it was my name and then in the family. It actually, here's how shitty my, what?
What do you keep looking at?
Oh, I don't know. Here's how up and down my adolescence was with divorce and new siblings and
new dads,
step uncles coming in being like, hey, I know a massage parlor in Phoenix that takes Bitcoin,
When was this?
The 90s.
Okay.
He was ahead of the curve. Ahead of the game? What's something Lost by the Curve, the Clint Eastwood movie? So I would see the Addams Family and I go, wow, they're dysfunctional. Yet that looks way more stable than the true Addams Family.
Because the thing about...
I would have loved an Uncle Fester is what I'm saying.
Oh, well then let me introduce you to my Uncle Bob.
I've met him. Great guy.
Wonderful.
Did you enjoy that movie as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Addams Family.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh. But also Addams Family. Wow, wait, how does it? The Addams. There was a MC Hammer version.
Hammer did, yeah. Well, Hammer did the Turtles thing. Yeah.
No, Hammer didn't. Vanilla Ice did.
No, Turtle Power is MC Hammer.
Right, but Vanilla Ice was in the movie. I
was saying that Hammer did a song for the movie, but yeah, it was in the credits.
What was the song?
Adam's Family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wednesday Festa.
It's like Addams Family Rocks or something, isn't it? What do I type in? Addams Family Rap?
I type in MC Hammer, Addams Family.
Here it is. Addams Family Groove. Let's see. We'll just play it.
Ralph's Delivery. You can enjoy holiday specials delivered to your door.
How fast? Yeah. You always do that one. You always do this one.
It's my fave. As soon as I saw the Backstreet Boys do this, I was like, I'm taking that. Oh, yeah.
Respect for, you know.
By the way, the part that, like, I remember loving that part.
Oh, yeah. Man. You heard what happened.
But we'll edit that out and put in the Ralph's commercial.
What's that?
We'll edit the actual song out and put in the Ralph's commercial.
Weird that they don't still use that kind of stuff. Like that should have been in that's the song that the Lady Gaga thing that they should have used that instead. Yeah,
it's a good show. I'm watching that. I'm watching. What else are you watching?
Doesn't have television. Watching what's the one with the guy from Breaking Bad.
Wait, that's sad though, because there are kids that don't have TVs that are at school, and a kid goes, "What's your favorite show?" And he goes, "Oh man, so many to list."
Like Steve Carell explaining what boobs mean in 4-Year-Old Virgin.
I was just going to say that. It's exactly what it is.
So many shows. It's like, what's the one with where it's like bags of sand?
Yeah. Porn?
Yeah.
That would suck if you can't even name one show as a kid. But also on the flip side, devil's advocate, that maybe you're not watching TV, maybe you're stuck in the vortex that is YouTube. Like my nieces are obsessed with anime.
Damn.
You know one of the Backstreet Boys, don't you?
I know. I guess if the one that I know the most, I have one of their phone numbers.
Kevin?
No.
Let's see if you can name all the Backstreet Boys. Ready?
Well,
we'll put 10 seconds on the clock. Huh? EJ?
AJ.
Yeah.
AJ, Howie, Nick, Kevin, Munster. Who is the
Can we accept that?
Okay.
Oh,
he's just like, who is
Brian? I don't know why I know that. All right, name all the NSYNCs.
I mean, Justin. I don't remember. Lance.
Also, my dad. That's the second Lance I'd ever heard of after my dad. So every time I hear Lance Bass, I think of my dad.
Who's the one that my uncle Fester? I mean, Bob emailed me about.
Christopher Lloyd.
No, who are the other ones?
Oh, we're going NSYNC, right?
Yeah.
Justin, Joey, Fatone, Lance Bass, Chris Kirkpatrick.
I don't know.
And JC Chazes.
That's the one. My uncle JC.
Your uncle is a big Chazes fan?
How do you spell Chazes?
I don't know, because some people say it's Chazé.
My uncle. C-H-A-S-E-Z. Thank you. C-H-A-S-E-Z. Easy.
Do you know, that was my first voicemail after college. My mom would always ridicule me about it because I would go, "Hey guys, what's up? JC Chazes here. Adam Ray can't get to his phone."
Was that really your voice then?
Yep. And I go, "No, I just would do it." Nobody knows what JC Chazes sounds like, talking voice. So I'd go, "JC Chazes here. Leave a message for Adam Ray. He'll get back to you whenever you can." Oh. And my mom would go, "Adam, it's your mother. What if Steven Spielberg calls and hears this bullshit?" I was like,
there's a point.
He'll probably book me for the JC Chazes biopic.
Your mom has a point there.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is, but my Uncle Bob, once I'm trying to find it. My Uncle Bob once sent me an email. He sent, the funniest.
Great story.
What the fuck? The subject is, do you know, or are you
friends?
friends?
To San Jose. Come on, this game's fun.
He goes, "Are you friends with?" And then I open it, and the subject is Jay-Z Chazé.
Oh my God! What a out of nowhere. Because what? He has somebody in his life that wants a picture or something.
He doesn't tell you.
Are you the connection to the business for every Glassman?
Nobody cares. No.
That's not true.
Oh, then yes.
You know what I mean by that, though.
No, I mean nobody. There's no connection.
Well, because now, like, I mean, come on, dude. What did your family think when Kristen Bell was on Take Your Shoes Off? My favorite podcast.
When
and probably yours.
My he works with shout out to the Marshall Rug Gallery with some of his best friends and
Put up their Instagram handle.
Thank you. And one of the daughters, granddaughters or daughters, depending on if we're talking about the grandpa or the father.
Sure.
Loves Frozen. So my dad plays when Kristen sings the Snowman song. They just kept watching it. So my dad sends me videos of them watching it, which I think is really sweet.
That was incredible, actually, that you got her to do that.
I'm sorry. I'm looking through my phone. And
That's fine. I can fill the space.
Oh, I know. But there's some.
We'll cut to a clip of every time I've been on Tyson. Which, by the way, let's just give a quick
when does this come out?
Today's Monday right now.
Yeah, so audio only of. There's an episode you'll love it. I told you about it.
Yeah.
There's an episode this week where I had Santa Claus come on.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Can we show a clip?
I mean, we could try.
Or an audio clip or a commercial. Or,
I think we could show a clip.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, do I have it ready? But I can have it. I'll get it to you.
Santa's awesome.
Yeah, he reminds me of you in that he has your body.
That's the only way.
And a very similar voice cadence.
And similar comedic sensibilities.
Have I showed you this character I'm working on? I guess I'm working on it the same way I'm working on myself. It's just a project that never ends. But I'm ready to show it. Which is...
Save that for a couch interview you do where the hosts are so over the top that you do that and they start to feel that that you're mocking them.
Oh.
No, trust me, it's great.
Oh.
See?
Oh.
I did that once with a guy in a morning show and he was so over
I'll show
the
you
top.
the character in a little bit.
Yeah,
I get it. It's like, what are you doing?
What's the character? Sorry. I'm working on a character called Listen Better.
Yeah, well,
Who's your character?
It's a cool guy. I do it on dates. He's a cool guy. The only thing that's not cool about him is the way he drinks. But everything else is really cool.
Give me the cool things about him and then show me the drink.
He's just laid back. He does his thing. He likes.
Does he say that?
Yeah, he's just
I
whatever.
lay back and do my thing.
I mean, he doesn't have to. A real gangster doesn't have to grab his nuts,
Who grabs them?
Non-gangsters.
Non-gangsters are grabbing gangster.
I think you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you come to this sandwich store often?
Sometimes, yeah. I pick up sandwiches for my family. They're poor.
Oh, you have a family.
Yeah, they're poor.
I'm so sorry.
Whatever. I grew up poor. I grew up poor as shit. Didn't even have a TV.
What were your favorite shows then? Oh, did nobody teach you how to drink properly as a kid?
Whatever.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's cute.
Show me how to drink, baby. You fucking bitch.
Oh, you're hot.
Show me how to drink, you fucking slut.
Hey, only my friends say that.
Pays for horses.
And K's is for jewelers.
Yeah.
Buy me a necklace and TBD.
Ooh.
TNT.
Don't they have a lot of frozen yogurt?
In hell.
Okay, well, edit all this out and we'll start the podcast now. Carry me in.
Rick, I want to know your favorite thing about Christmas.
Well, growing up, I was giving you a real answer, man.
No, I know. I wanted it. That was for me.
Oh, you had an eye booger?
Hey. Do you ever think the real Backstreet Boys do this in their everyday life? to get out of situations.
Yeah, I
They're at
don't.
an awkward barbecue. Ready? I'll be the guy at the barbecue. You be the Backstreet Boy, and I'll say something weird, and you want to get out of the conversation. It's almost like pulling yourself off stage with the cane. Ready?
Hold on.
And scene. So there I was, about to buy 50 Trump digital NFT cards. When I said to my wife, my wife says to me, I says to my wife, hey, where you going?
You know what? Actually, can I get a burger instead of a hot? Yes. No, perfect. Just like, yeah, I want it that way. Thank you. Bring it on over. That's how the song came up.
That's how the song started?
Yeah. And that's how he had the lyric. He's like, I want it that way. Like,
I want it that way. Burger King, have it your way, but I want it that way.
Mm-hmm.
They told me to have it my way.
speaking of Burger King of Kings, do you think that
Probably the best king.
burger?
Rate the kings. LeBron, Burger, Larry. Mary, fuck, kill.
Larry, you're saying Larry David.
Larry King.
Oh, Larry David is actually king.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'd take David over King.
Yeah, I think Larry King is not even a prince. I think he's like a 10 of spades.
Larry King was a good interviewer, but he just...
Great interviewer.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. He really was.
Great.
If you look at any compilation of Larry King, like the guy deserved all the adulation that came once he passed, and also that he got while he was living. I think as he got older, he got more. When he would do that show and have comedians on, I was always like, whoa,